Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, you already wrote the body paragraph, so in this lesson, you are going to revise your body paragraph about the diet. So you've already written, and you're going to revise it. Let's review how to revise. Revising is not changing the spelling or adding capitals or adding periods. Revising is making your paragraph sound better. So the first step to revising your paragraph is to reread your body paragraph. As you read, I want you to think what sounds good and what could sound better. In today's video, we are going to focus on, and in this body paragraph, we're going to focus on starting your sentences in different ways, and we're going to make at least one change. And we are going to focus on adding interesting words, and we're going to add at least 2 interesting words. So my first step is to reread my body paragraph. And when you do this, you have 3 choices. You can reread it yourself and listen to yourself read to it. You can have a classmate read it to you and listen to them read it and see what you think. Or you can record yourself using the Voice Memos app on your iPad reading it, and then you can listen to it back to yourself and think about what sounds good and what could sound better, thinking about how to start your sentences in different ways, and thinking about adding at least 2 more interesting words. So let's go ahead and reread our body paragraph about the animal's diet. The fennec fox hears rodents under the sand. The fox jumps and digs to get his food. The fennec fox is an omnivore. An omnivore eats plants and animals. Some animals the fox eats are mice, lizards, insects, eggs, birds, and plants. Remember, there are words that are spelled wrong, but today we are not focused on this lesson, we are not focused on that. So now I have to think what sounds good. First of all, I really like my first sentence. The fennec fox hears rodents under the sand. I really like that sentence because it makes a picture in the reader's mind about a fennec fox out in the desert, and he's listening to the rodents. A rodent is a word for an animal, kind of like a mouse or a marmot. There's all different kinds under the sand. He has powerful, strong ears. Okay, so I really like that sentence. Another sentence I really like is right here where I said the fennec fox is an omnivore. An omnivore eats plants and animals. I like those sentences because I used a big vocabulary word, omnivore, and I told what it means. Finally, I like this sentence. Some animals the fox eats are mice, lizards, insects, eggs, and birds and plants. I liked that sentence because I listed all the things he eats, and I used commas and at the end the word, just the one and, to tell all the things he eats. Okay. In my next step, I have to think what could sound better. First, I'm going to focus on starting my sentences in different ways. I'm going to go ahead and turn my spotlight off for this purpose. Starting my sentence in different ways. Let's see how my sentences start. My first sentence starts with the fennec fox. I'm going to go ahead and underline that. Then we have the fox. Then we have the fennec fox. We have this sentence starts with the words an omnivore. And this sentence starts with the word some animals. So I think these 2 sentences are good. They start differently. These 3 sentences need to change. I said the fox and the fennec fox a lot. And if you looked back up at my body paragraph, up here I also said the fennec fox. I said the tiny fox. Here I used the words he has actually 2 times in this paragraph. Oh, and look there again, I said the tiny fox. So I'm not going to use those again. So in my paragraph, I'm going to change those. So the fennec fox hears rodents under the sand. Now, we're thinking about the diet, and I want this sentence to tell me that we're thinking about what the fox is doing and why he's listening to the rodents. So I might say, instead of the, I might say a, and instead of fennec, I might say hungry. A hungry fox hears rodents under the sand. And I'm not going to use the word hungry again because if you know, I'm not going to use the word hungry again. Now the next one, the fox jumps and digs to get his food. Instead of saying the fox jumps and digs to get his food, I'm going to take that part out completely. This part, to get his food, I'm going to move that to the front. To get his food, comma, he jumps and digs. I can turn that sentence around to make it sound better. And then finally, the fennec fox is an omnivore. I might just say he jumps and zig. I could say he is an omnivore. That's easy. Okay. So now I've made my sentences sound different. I start with to get his food in the second one. That's different. A hungry fox, to get his food. He, an omnivore, and some animals. So they all sound different. So I'm ready to look at adding at least 2 interesting words. Okay. So a hungry fox hears rodents under the sand. And I know that he hears really far away. So maybe I could write he hears far away rodents under the sand. And I'm going to highlight that because that's something I changed. Listen to that again. A hungry fox hears far away rodents under the sand. Next, it says to get his food, he jumps and digs. I think jumps I can use a different word for that to make it sound better. Instead of jumps, I might say he pounces and digs. I know that he is hungrily and he really wants that food. And so I might say he digs hungrily. Now you notice I use here hungry fox and hungrily. I might not want to do that. So up here I might change this word to a strong fox. Because he's little, but he's strong. He has powerful ears. He can jump far. So I added the word pounces and I added the word hungrily. Listen to that. A strong fox hears faraway rodents under the sand. To get his food, he pounces and digs hungrily. He is an omnivore. An omnivore eats plants and animals. Now, I really like this sentence, a strong fox hears faraway rodents under the sand. But I bet we could put the hot sand, and I bet we could use a different word for hot. And I think super hot wouldn't sound very good. So I might use the word the scorching sand. I think that's a really powerful word that tells you just how hot it is. So I've made 4 changes. Let's hear and I've actually made 8 changes because I changed some of my sentences too. Listen to how it sounds now. A strong fox hears faraway rodents under the scorching sand. To get his food, he pounces and digs hungrily. He is an omnivore. An omnivore eats plants and animals. Some animals the fox eats are mice, lizards, insects, eggs, birds, and plants. Okay. I have followed all the steps. Now it is your turn. First, reread your body paragraph. You can do that to yourself with a partner or record yourself reading it. Next, think what sounds good that you want to keep. And then think what could sound better. Focus on making at least one change to start your sentences in a different ways. And then focus on adding at least 2 interesting words. Remember, I added 4 interesting words to make my work sound better. Have fun revising your body paragraph about your animal's diet.